A little bit about my background. So I was born and raised in Kingman, Arizona, which is a small town on the northwestern part of Arizona. It's not on the Navajo Nation, but my mom is Navajo, my dad is Anglo. So I'm a mixed race person who identifies as Native American, as a Navajo person. I am a member of the Navajo Nation tribe. And like I said, I grew up small town. Both my parents were teachers, but I had no idea what kind of opportunities there were out there. As I went through school, I was really pretty good at math, and so I thought I should do something that involved math. And someone told me I should go into engineering, so I thought I would do that, even though I had no idea what a real engineer did. I was also good at sports, and so I played all kinds of sports in high school and ended up getting a scholarship to go to the community college in Prescott, Arizona, which was only, not too far, 150 miles or so from my hometown, and to play basketball. And then it turned out I also played volleyball. So there is when I really found out that I liked chemistry. And so I had the same chemistry professor for two general chemistry classes in the labs and two organic chemistry classes in the labs. And it turned out that he was just an awesome teacher, but he was a white guy, but he was actually married to a Navajo woman. So he seemed to really understand where it was coming from. And I do say that he's the reason I'm a chemist at this point, because he made it just really interesting, and he was very flexible because I was in sports, and so I had time to do the labs and not feel like that was something that wouldn't be possible doing sports. So I went from there to New Mexico State University to finish up my bachelor's degree, partly because I met another basketball player and ended up marrying him. And he was from Las Cruces, New Mexico, which is where New Mexico State is. There, I got the opportunity to do undergraduate research, both at New Mexico State and then also as a summer intern at Los Alamos National Lab. And great experiences to get an opportunity to do things outside of the classroom, but it became clear that if I wanted to do more than just, technician work at the bench, that I would need to go to graduate school. So I applied to a number of graduate schools. I had changed at that point from thinking I would be an engineer to a chemist. And I was able to get a fellowship to pay for my schooling, my graduate schooling, which I ended up going to the University of Arizona through Bell Laboratories. So it was an awesome fellowship, paid for pretty much everything. So it was super helpful, helped me stay in grad school some days when it got really, really hard, because I knew that fellowship would go away, and it was a really good opportunity. So grad school, I became what I consider myself now, an analytical chemist, and decided I didn't want to go into the universities or academics. So I took a job in Idaho at a Department of Energy lab, so a government lab doing, it turned out I got to do environmental chemistry, which was very, very interesting. I was there for 12 years and I really liked it, but I did miss sort of student interactions. I'd have some over the summers as a staff scientist, but I really wanted to do more with students. And so in 2002, I came to Northern Arizona University and started a position here. And it's been just awesome. It's been great because I've been able to really do more of the types of science that I'm really interested and passionate about. So that's been good. And then definitely working with students. So I talked a little bit about the motivation for my scientific career. Honestly, as a high school student, I would have never thought I would be a chemist because I had a terrible chemistry class in high school. So that would be something just for anyone thinking that you have to know what you want to do when you're even in high school. Just keep looking for opportunities. As far as role models go, I would have to say that I really feel like my graduate advisor was a great role model. She wasn't Native, but she was a woman and the only woman in our chemistry department at the University of Arizona. So just seeing the things that she had to deal with in terms of really her male colleagues and just the sciences in general was helpful in thinking about navigating how to get through things. Unfortunately, there weren't many or any native chemists that I knew when I was getting my education, but I would definitely say my mom and my grandmas were very strong women, and so that helped my mom's mom had to go through the boarding school situation as a Navajo person, and so but she was just super resilient and also very full of grace, so she wasn't bitter at the situation. So I just feel like, she's given me that strength to handle situations that don't seem fair, but at the same time, you just figure out how to do it.